So, good morning, everyone. So, am I audible? Yeah. So, up to where we discussed in the last class? Tracheids and vessels difference over, right? Okay, Ji. Right. So, in xylem, two component is remaining. Okay. Xylem parenchyma and phloem parenchyma, right? Na? Sorry, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Is it clear? So, we are starting from xylem fiber, right? So we are going to discuss about xylem fiber. Okay, so have a look. So if you talk about xylem fiber, which kind of fiber is it there? It is a sclerenchymatous fiber. Okay, so xylem fiber is a sclerenchymatous fibers. So what you will find in the xylem fiber? Living or dead? Of course it is dead. Protoplast absent. Wherever anything is dead, protoplast is not present. Keep in your mind. Protoplast absent. Cell wall thick and lignified. And very high thickening is there. Right. So due to more thickening in the cell wall, what you will find? Obliterated lumen. Obliterated lumen, student usually asks, what is this obliterated meaning, sir? You can say like crushed lumen, obliterated lumen. Getting the idea? It may be septate or aseptate. It may be septate or aseptate. So who is over? That much information you have to keep in your mind for xylem fiber. What the function it serves, you better know. Fiber is there. It provides which one? Mechanical support. Getting the things or not? Right? Is it clear? Is done? Now we are just moving ahead about which one? Xylem parenchyma. Xylem fiber is over. So we are going to deal about xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma. Property of parenchyma remain here, na? No need to get much confused. If you are a cardiologist, you will see the heart patient everywhere, either in your clinic or in a hospital where many doctors are working. So same, parenchyma remain parenchyma. Either it remain as a simple tissue or part of a complex tissue. Clear or not? So xylem parenchyma, which kind of tissue is there? Living tissue. Protoplast present. Protoplast present. Is it? Next, what we can write? Cell wall, thick or thin? Of course, parenchyma is there. Cell wall thin and cellulosic. Cellulosic. Right? Cell wall thin and cellulosic. If you talk about function of the xylem parenchyma, a storage. First function what? A storage. What it store? Storage of food You can say, or you can say storage of, I'm writing in detail, storage of starch, storage of fat, and storage of tannin. These are the first function. Second function is what? Radial conduction. Radial conduction of water. Performed by, NCERT wrote like, na? Performed by which parenchyma? Ray parenchyma. Ray parenchyma. Is it clear? So all four component of xylem is over, right? These are the information you have to keep in your mind regarding xylem parenchyma. Okay, now we are moving ahead about type of xylem. About type of xylem. Give your attention. I am just shifting the slide because in last we just provide you the QR code, na? So I am just shifting it. Okay, ji. Is it clear? Now what we are going to discuss? Now we are going to discuss about type of xylem. Xylem, it is of two type. Primary xylem and second type is which one? Secondary xylem. Anybody can tell me about from where this xylem originate? Primary xylem, you keep in your mind, originate from procambium. Who is forming the primary xylem? Procambium is forming the primary xylem. And secondary xylem originate from which one? It is originate from vascular cambium. Vascular cambium. Are you getting the idea? So these are about the origin. It is originating from procambium and this one is originating from vascular cambium. Are you able to recall, na? Procambium I told already when I was teaching about apical theory. I told, na, three layers are there. Protoderm, ground meristem, procambium. I hope you are able to connect and recall. So procambium give rise to which one? Vascular tissue. And xylem, primary xylem is a vascular tissue. Is it clear? Now, about vascular cambium we will deal in detail during which one? Secondary growth. So just have a look about the primary xylem. If you talk about the primary xylem, it is of two types. Protoxylem and another one is metaxylem. Metaxylem, protoxylem and metaxylem. So both are primary xylem. Don't confuse yourself. Many times students confuse themselves. Ki proto is primary, meta is secondary. Not correct. It is not correct. Both proto and metaxylem are a primary xylem. So what are the difference between protoxylem and metaxylem? Protoxylem is first formed primary xylem. First formed primary xylem. Okay. And metaxylem formed after protoxylem. But it is also a which one? Primary xylem. Now, if you talk about protoxylem, it is smaller in size. Smaller in size. Okay, smaller in size. If you talk about metaxylem, it is larger in size. Larger in size. Now, based on position of a very important line I am writing. From here in exam, people ask the question. And what the note we are going to, I am going to write here. That is based on position of protoxylem. there are two different arrangement. Three are there, but we will deal two because in NCERT two is there. There are two different arrangement of primary xylem is there. There are two different arrangement of primary xylem. What are the criteria? Based on position of protoxylem. Condition arrangement number one is called in dark arrangement. Arrangement number second is called exarch arrangement. It is very, very important. From here question going to ask in exam. So what happened in the case of in dark arrangement? In dark arrangement, protoxylem is facing the center, and in exarch arrangement, protoxylem is facing toward or facing the right, any language you can manage toward which one? Periphery. So these are the conditions. If you talk about the in dark arrangement, you better know in dark arrangement we find in which one? Example of in dark arrangement we find in which one? A stem. An exarch arrangement, what example we are finding? In root. So in dark arrangement present in stem and exarch arrangement present in root. You just look the both arrangement through a diagram. So you got a better picture ki how protoxylem is toward center and how protoxylem is toward periphery. Right? So I am drawing a diagram here for it. Have a look. See, it is the vascular cambium ring of the dicot stem or monocot stem, anything you can say, like cambium ring is present in dicot, so you can say it is dicot stem. So here what you find in the case of dicot? What you will find under dicot? In dicot plant, xylem and phloem present in same radius. Here it is phloem, here it is xylem. It is metaxylem, it is protoxylem. Protoxylem, metaxylem, phloem. Protoxylem, metaxylem, phloem. Protoxylem, metaxylem, phloem. This is the center. Now you tell me in all these, who is facing toward the center? Who is facing toward the center? Protoxylem is facing toward the center. So such kind of arrangement is called in dark arrangement. And in dark arrangement is present in which one? Stem. Getting the things or not? Is it clear? It is present in which one? Stem. You understood the in dark arrangement? Are you able to find in the diagram? You look, I am just simplifying it somehow. In diagram, who is toward center? Protoxylem is toward center. Metaxylem is toward outside. In reference to protoxylem, who is outer side? Metaxylem is toward outside. So these are the condition in dark condition. Is it clear? Now we are just going to say about what? Exarch arrangement. What we find in the exarch arrangement, have a look. Suppose that this is pericycle. It is what I am writing as well. It is what? Pericycle. It is pericycle. And here it is protoxylem. This is metaxylem. Protoxylem, metaxylem. Protoxylem, metaxylem. Protoxylem, metaxylem. And where is the phloem? Phloem is here. Phloem, 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 and phloem. So it is root, it is the center. And this is protoxylem, smaller in size, na? Protoxylem. And these are which xylem? Metaxylem. So here who is toward center? Who is toward center? Metaxylem is toward center and protoxylem is toward periphery, outside. Agreed or not? Here protoxylem is toward outside. And here xylem and phloem present on different radius. So it is a which kind of vascular bundle arrangement? Radial arrangement. In radial arrangement occur in which one? Root. And in radial arrangement what we are finding? Exarch condition is present. Exarch condition is present. Is it clear or not? Understanding the idea or not? So this is about the exarch condition. This is about the indark condition. I also told you it through the diagram. I hope you got the idea about exarch and indarch. I just decoded it because it is very important for the exam. So I just felt like better to draw the diagram also. Is it clear? Can we move? So who is over? Xylem is over. Now we are starting about which one? Phloem. Okay, ji? So let's start. Phloem. Phloem. So you better know phloem associated with conduction of food. Conduction of food in plant. And from where to where? From leaf to other part. I am writing very non-technical right now. Leaf to other part. Otherwise, when I will teach physiology, I will say here source to sink. But I am not using the term. Suppose that some student is not aware about. So I am writing, everyone know food synthesis occur in leaf and food requirement occur in every part of the plant. So leaf to other part. When we will deal physiology, we will talk about G, source to sink, and we will define source and sink both. Now you just have a look here. So if we talk about phloem, NCERT also wrote, it is also called bast. Phloem is also called bast. Actually, NCERT wrote phloem equal to bast, but more technically, better to say for secondary phloem. But anyhow, now here you just look, I want to say one more thing. I just want to say you more thing. You just have a look. Oh, it is too big in size. Just a minute. Hanji. Here in secondary xylem, I want to write one more thing. You better know na secondary xylem is also called wood. Secondary xylem is also called wood. You just keep in your mind. So all your furniture is made up of which one? Wood. Means it is made up of which one? Secondary xylem. Is it clear? Now I am coming on the next slide. So phloem is what basically bast. Now if we talk about components of phloem. Components of phloem. Here also we are finding 4 type of component is there. Sieve tube. One type of component is sieve tube. Second component is companion cell. Companion cell. And next type, third type of component is which one? Phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma. And the last component I am writing here is phloem fibers. Phloem fibers. So in phloem, what happened? Just opposite to xylem. Here how many are leaving? These 3 components are leaving. Leaving, and I am writing a more thing also, parenchymatous. So which kind of simple tissue present in the sieve tube? Parenchyma. Which kind of simple tissue present in companion cell? Parenchyma. Which kind of simple tissue present in phloem parenchyma? Name is parenchyma. And the last is which one? Fourth, phloem fibers. It is which one? Sclerenchymatous. It is dead and sclerenchymatous. dead and sclerenchymatous. Is it clear? So these are about the which kind of simple tissue involved in the formation of phloem. That is parenchyma and sclerenchyma. Is it clear? Is it all right? Right? Can we move ahead? Okay, ji. Now have a look. If we talk about sieve tube and companion cell, these two cells together called sister cell. Sister cells. And why we are saying this sister cells? Why they are saying them sister cell? Reason, they have the same mother. Right? Same mother means what? How can we write in the language of biology? Sister cell, because they have same origin. They have same origin. Origin is same. That's the reason we are telling them as what? Sister cells. Now if we talk about sieve tube and companion cell more, both are absent in pteridophytes and gymnosperm. Gymnosperm. Sieve tube and companion cell both are absent in which one? Pteridophytes and gymnosperm. Means what you can say? That is, they are present only in angiosperm. Only in which one? Angiosperm. Because you better know na, vascular tissue present in what? Vascular tissue present in three groups: pteridophyta, gymnosperm and angiosperm. So if it is absent in pteridophyta and gymnosperm, means it is present only in which one? Right? Okay, ji. Now I am writing one more line. And what is this more line? Have a look here about this sieve tube and companion cell only. I am writing in pteridophyte and gymnosperm. In pteridophytes and gymnosperm, sieve cell, keep in your mind, sieve cell are present. Sieve cells are present in place of sieve tube. Sieve tube. Getting the idea? And albuminous cell. Albuminous cells are present in place of companion cell. In place of companion cell, who is present? Albuminous cells are present. Clear or not? So in pteridophyte and gymnosperm, don't forget this line, easy as well, everyone know, but I'm just reminding you, in case of pteridophyte and gymnosperm, what happens? Sieve tube is absent. In place of sieve tube, sieve cells are present. Right? Sieve cells are present. And in case of which one? Pteridophyte and gymnosperm, in place of companion cell, albuminous cells are present. And also a line I am writing, sieve cells and albuminous cells are non-sister cells. Non-sister cells means they don't have same origin. That is, they don't have same origin. They do not have what? Same origin. So I hope you got the idea about where sieve tube is present, companion cell is present, where it is absent. Is it like na? It is clear? Now I'm just telling you about the another component. So I just want to write here only who is present where, who is absent where. So just a minute, let me somehow zoom out. Hanji. Now see, here I want to write with the different color only about which one? Xylem parenchyma. Sorry, phloem parenchyma. Phloem we are dealing, na? Phloem parenchyma. About phloem parenchyma, I want to write it is absent in. So here in this slide, I am telling you who is present where, who is absent where. It is absent in most monocot. It is a very important line. Examiner, paper setter ask this line. Getting the idea? So phloem parenchyma, it is absent in which one? Most monocot. And about this one also I am writing which one? Phloem fiber. About phloem fiber what we are writing? About phloem fiber, here you look. About phloem fiber, it is usually absent in primary phloem but present in which one? Secondary phloem. So in this slide I have given the information about who is living, who is dead, which component is made up of which simple tissue, and side by I told about who is present where and who is absent where. Is it clear? Is it all right? Is it right? So now we are moving ahead about each and every component one by one. Right? Scroll up. You want to do see like this? Or this one? Up like this, yeah. Clear? Now we are moving about sieve tube. Have a look. Sieve tube. So if we talk about sieve tube, clear from the name, a tube with sieves. A tube with sieves is called what? Sieve means what? Pores. Is called sieve tube. So I am drawing a sieve tube here. Have a look. Right? Right? Okay, ji. So here it is a tube. Here cell A, cell B, cell C, cell D. So these cells who are forming the sieve tube are called sieve tube element, or it is also written as sieve elements. Don't confuse. sieve tube element or sieve elements. So these are the cells. So sieve tube is made up of single cell or many cells? Many cells. Right. Another thing, so what we find about the sieve tube, this is the cross wall, septa. Septa, cross wall. Is it clear or not? So this is septa or cross wall, and these septa is porous. Many pores are present in this septa. Clear or not? And these pore is also called sieve. Pore have another word meaning. You can say what? Sieve. Okay, ji. So these septa have pores. These septa have sieves. And that is the reason this structure, this tube-like structure is called what? Sieve tube. That came in your mind or not? But this septa arrangement, it is, you will find which kind of septa is there? Oblique septa is there. Oblique septa is there. But septa have so many pores, small pores. Why these pores are there? Because through this pore, who will transport from one part to another part of the plant? Food will transport. If pore is not there, able to understand how transport of food occur from one part of tube to another part of the tube. So food is transporting from one part of tube to another part of tube through which one? Pore. Are you getting the idea? So getting the idea. Is it clear? So now these cross wall, that is septa, is also called what? We also use another term here for it, and we called it what? Sieve plate. So these septa, oblique septa, is also called what basically? Sieve, or you can write it is also called sieve plate. So you don't confuse. This septa is a different thing and sieve plate is a different thing. It is also called sieve plate. Clear or not? Now what are the character in the cell? Protoplasm is there or not? Of course it is there. Have a look. So this is a cell I am drawing here. In this cell, it is large central vacuole present in the cell. Who is present? Large central vacuole. So vacuole occupy the most of the space. So what happened? Where the cytoplasm is present. So you will find na, if cytoplasm is present in which one? Periphery. So you will find thin peripheral cytoplasm. So in sieve tube, who is present? In sieve tube, who is present? Protoplast is present because cytoplasm is there, nucleus. And who is absent? Nucleus. Absent in mature sieve tube. Mature means differentiated sieve tube. Mature sieve tube. And it is an important line. People ask question from here. Is it clear or not? So what you are finding here, nucleus is not there. It lack nucleus. Very good. Getting the idea. So what we find here, oblique septa is there. Septa have pore. That is called sieve. Getting the things or not? And these sieve, oblique septa is also called sieve plate. Right. These sieve plate are what? Septa with perforation, with pore, with sieve. If you talk about the cell, cell have large central vacuole, peripheral cytoplasm, and nucleus is absent. So you got the character of the sieve tubes or not. So this sieve tube is made up of many cells, where each cell is called sieve elements or sieve tube element. Don't confuse. Many times student came, sir, in NCERT one place written sieve element, another place sieve tube element. Are they same or different? They are same. Clear? Now, I just want to give you little extra information here also. Getting the things? Number of sieves in the cross wall septa, number of open sieves are variable in different seasons. Getting the idea? So you just use your common sense. Number of open sieves is more in autumn season or a spring season. Use your common sense and pin your answer. Number of open sieve is less in, of course, autumn season and more in spring season. Why it is like? Because in autumn season, who is not there? Leaves are not there. Synthesis of food not occur. So food not transport occur in which one? Not transport in which one? Which one? Autumn season. So most of the sieves are blocked in which season? Autumn season. And who is blocking the sieves? Sieves means like the sieve by which you filter the tea. So when it is blocked, sometimes when you are filtering the tea leaves trap in the which one? Sieves, na? You think like that. Trap or not trap? Right? And that time filtration become fast or slow? It becomes slow. Are you getting the idea? When you are slow. So same happen in autumn season. Most of the sieves are blocked. So in the tea filter, tea is blocking it. Here who is blocking? Here it is blocked by a callose plug. So here it is blocked by which one? Callose plug. So callose is going to trap in the sieves. It is callose plug. Getting the things? Or it is also forming a pad like a structure or called callose pad. So these callose is trapped in sieve. Why this is happening? So these callose plug, when came between the sieve, what happened? It is blocked and rate of transport becomes slowed down. And these callose plug is present in which one? Autumn season. And what happened? Due to that reason, rate of food transport decrease. Food transport decrease. Is it clear in the mind or not? Is it clear? Right? Now what is the advantage of it? These callose plug protect from infection. It is protecting the plant from which one? Infection. Now question arises, how, sir? How this callose plug protect from infection? So actually suppose that phloem is a pipeline structure. It is a tube-like structure. Phloem, which one? Sieve tube. It is a tubular structure. And through the tube, who can migrate? Bacteria, pathogen, virus, different pathogen, virus can migrate or not migrate? So chances of migration is more when pipe is wider and pipe is slower. You tell me. Lower, very narrower. Wider or narrower? Chances of infection, migration of microorganism is more when more surface of transport is there. Getting the idea or not? Wider. So I am making a small cut here. I am making a large cut here. When there is chances of increase in infection, small cut usually will find heal faster. No pus came because open area is less, but larger we have to eat a lot of antibiotic, otherwise pus will form. So if open exposed area is more, chances of infection is more or less? More, na? So how this callose plug is helping? So it help in the regulation of the food transport as well as it is protecting the plant from which one? Getting infected. Getting the idea, understanding the idea. And it also helping one thing, desiccation. Means it prevent drying, prevent it to getting the sieve to getting dry. Transport is not there, more open surface is there, chances of getting dry is also increased. So it is also associated with which one? Desiccation. So you got about the callose plug. What happened in autumn season? You got the idea. In a spring season, who dissolve? Callose plug dissolve. In a spring, these callose plug dissolve. Do you know what is callose? Do you know what is callose? Anyone can pin the answer? What is callose? Callose is a polysaccharide where monomeric unit joined together by beta 1,3 glycans. Are getting the things or not? Or 1,3 glycosidic bond you write separately. Now, I want to write one more thing here. That is P protein. P protein. Why I am writing P protein? Because if you go for the previous year bits, once it came in the All India PMT exam. That is the reason I just writing, because when you solve the P by Q, previous year question, you will got this question and there you will stuck. So P protein, P stand for phloem protein. So the probable function of the P protein is it have a role in protection from injuries and also have role in transport of food. Simply keep this line in mind. Also have a role in food transport. So this is a P protein. These are the additional information I told about. Which one? Phloem, which is not in NCERT, but I told. Okay, ji. Now we are moving ahead on the next, and that is which one? Companion cell. Okay, sister cells. Right. So have a look. We are going to discuss about companion cell now. See the things. Companion cell. If we talk about companion cell, how it is present, I am telling you, this is sieve tube, okay, and here in the lateral side of the sieve tube, who is present? Companion cell are present. So companion cell are present lateral to which one? Lateral in position to which one? Sieve tube. So this is sieve tube and this is which one? Companion cell. Companion cell. What are the important in companion cell is it have a large nucleus. Sieve tube don't have nucleus, but it have a large nucleus. Why it have a, so it is what you know, companion cell laterally present at lateral position of sieve tube. Present at lateral position of which one? Sieve tube. And it have a large nucleus. And how they are connected with sieve tube? They are connected with the sieve tube with the pit field. Pit field. Pit, I already told you, I hope. Told about the pit something or not? Pit are the cavity Pit are the cavity. In a lignified wall where lignin is not there, pit is there. It may also present in a non-lignified wall. It is not necessary. Getting the things. But usually we find pit are commonly reported in which one? Lignified wall. And where lignin deposit is not there. So it is what basically pit filled. So these pit filled is here. Through that what happened? Through a plasmodesmatal connection, both the cells are in communication with each other. Very high degree of communications are there between these two cells. So here it is a large nucleus. How these large nucleus helping them? So they also control the metabolism of sieve tube. Many time paper setter ask a question कि जी in sieve tube nucleus is not there, then how it is living, how it is surviving? So their sister cells are there, they are helping them to regulate their metabolism. And that is which cell? Companion cell. So companion cell is doing a double duty. Doing or not? One duty they are doing is they are controlling on metabolism. Another duty they are doing is they are controlling the sister cell metabolism. So double work they are doing. Means cooking in your own house also and relative house also. It is happening like that, cooking the food for both the houses. So they are controlling the metabolism of both the cell. That is the reason large nucleus is there. And these companion cell also do an important function. And what the important function? It maintain pressure gradient during phloem translocation of food. How we will deal in physiology? How this pressure gradient is maintained by sieve tube during which one? Food transport. It is the how these answer we will deal in the physiology. Got the idea? Who is over? Sieve tube and companion cell, both are over. Now we are going to deal about which one? Phloem, parenchyma and phloem fiber. Right? What important is there? I already wrote. But I am just writing still phloem parenchyma. What is the most important question going to ask from here? Absent in most monocot. It is that much important. I wrote it 2 times. And I am expecting you will not make a mistake if it going to ask in exam. Is it all right? Okay, Z. So this is which one? Phloem parenchyma, absent in most monocot. Another things about phloem parenchyma is cells are elongated and tapered or pointed at end. Getting the things. Interesting part in phloem parenchyma is what? Pits are present. Who is present? Pits are present in phloem parenchyma. If you talk about phloem parenchyma, protoplasm dense, nucleus present, and of course cell wall is cellulosic. Parenchyma is there, so cell wall is what? Cellulosic. If we talk about phloem parenchyma, it store. What it is storing? It is storing which one? Resins. Another things it is storing is mucilage. Another things it is storing is, tell me, resin. mucilage, latex. Very good. These are the information you keep about the phloem parenchyma in mind. Getting the idea? Cells are elongated, tapered in the end. Actually, synchronization is there, present along with the phloem fiber. It is also elongated and tapered. It is also elongated and tapered. Able to understand? Is it clear? Right? And what it is storing? Resin, mucilage and latex. So examiner try to confuse you here. Tannin is stored in xylem parenchyma. Latex is stored in phloem parenchyma. Getting the idea? So who is over? Phloem parenchyma is also over. Now we are going to deal about which one? Phloem fiber. Have a look. Phloem fibers. Of course, clear from the name, it is what basically? Dead at maturity. Sclerenchyma, every sclerenchyma cell dying at the maturity. Cells are long, elongated, with pointed end. Pointed end. If you talk about phloem fiber, they are unbranched. No need to say, but I am writing cell wall thick and lignified. Thick and lignified. Is it or not? Another line I am writing about it. Have commercial role. And if you say I am writing one line also, that is what? Here only absent in primary phloem and mostly absent in primary phloem and present in secondary phloem. I already wrote, so don't not write, but I find it is important information, right? So from here, the most important information is this: have commercial role. Example: jute, flax, sun hemp, fiber are phloem fiber. So jute bag you use in your daily life, na? That is made up of which one? Phloem fiber. These are the fibers coming from where? Extracting from where? Phloem fiber. So who is over? All four component of phloem is also over. And phloem is also called bast. So it is bast fiber. No problem. Done? Over. Now I am going to talk about the type of phloem. Same like types of phloem. Here also I am writing which phloem? Primary phloem, secondary phloem. Primary phloem here also arise from, tell me, procambium. And secondary phloem arise from vascular tissue. Vascular tissue. If you talk about here also, primary phloem is of two type. Primary phloem is of how many type? Two type. And what the name? Protophlloem and metaphlloem. Metaphlloem. Getting the idea or not? If we talk about protophlloem, first formed after metaphlloem, formed after protophlloem, but both are primary. and who is proto is smaller in size and who is meta is larger in size. So who is over? Xylem and phloem is over. Vascular tissue is over. Clear? It's all right? You keep in mind, trachea and vessels, conducting part of xylem, together called hard rome, and sieve tube is called leptom. Sieve tube is called, conducting part of phloem is called leptom, and conducting part of xylem, that is, trachea and vessels, is called hard rome. Simply keep in mind, not in NCERT, not come in exam, no need to worry. Have a look. Now we are going to deal about which one? Tissue system. Tissue system. So there are three types of tissue systems we will study here, three types. First one is epidermal tissue system. Epidermal tissue system. Second one we will discuss about ground tissue system. Many places it is written ground or fundamental tissue system. And the third type of tissue system we will discuss is vascular tissue system. Right? Okay, ji. So, epidermal tissue system includes, I'm writing includes for everyone. Epidermal system includes what? Epidermis, root hair, a stem hair, it is also called what? Trichome and stomata. These all are the part of which tissue system? Epidermal tissue system. So in epidermal tissue system, how many components are coming? Epidermis, root hair, stem hair, and which one? Stomata is coming. Getting the things or not? And you don't confuse. I am also writing subsidiary cell. Subsidiary cell is also epidermal cell. So many times people will confuse you. Ki how many are the member of epidermal tissue system? So subsidiary cell also coming in which one? Epidermal layer. Getting the idea clear in the mind? Is it all right? Now, ground tissue system. Who included in the ground tissue system? Let me write. So ground tissue system include hypodermis, general cortex, endodermis, pericycle, pith or medulla, pith ray or medullary ray, medullary ray. These are the component of which tissue system? Which tissue system? Ground tissue system. Now, vascular tissue system. I am writing in the same line. Vascular tissue system include how many things? Vascular tissue system include xylem and phloem. xylem and phloem. So who is the component of which particular tissue system? You got the idea or not? First you tell me. Now everything inside of endodermis from here to here, including pericycle, pith ridge, getting the things or not, xylem and phloem is called stele, or better to pronunciate is stele, but we say like steel, stellar system. It is stellar system, a stele. Getting the things or not? So examiner will ask about stele consist of pericycle, pith ridge, xylem and phloem. Who is not a component of a stele? Epidermis, hypodermis, general cortex, endodermis is called extrastellar region, and pericycle to xylem phloem, it is intrastellar region. Getting the idea? Getting the idea? Clear in the mind or not? Tell me, children. Yes. So who is a component of a stele? It is a very important question asked by the paper setter. Pericycle, pith or medulla, pith ridge, xylem and phloem all together called stele. Now we are going to deal about which tissue system? Epidermal tissue system. Which tissue system? Epidermal tissue system. Epidermal tissue system. So if we talk about epidermal tissue system, first of all I am telling about epidermis. Epidermis. So it is outermost protective covering of plant body. When you are touching a plant part, young plant part, you are touching which one? Epidermis. So it is outermost protective covering of the plant body. Usually uniserate. Usually epidermis is uniserate, means single layered. Single layered. Usually it is made up of single layer. Getting the things? It is a common sense. If it is outermost layer, it is compact layer. So who is absent? Who is absent? Intercellular space absent. A space absent in case of which one? Epidermis. Otherwise, if intercellular space is there, infectious agent may enter in the interior of the plant. Na? It is working like your skin in plant. Getting the things or not? So if anything can enter, penetrate through your skin, you got a lot of infection in your body. Na? Is it clear? Right? Now, I am going to say about what basically. If you talk about in dicot, not dicot, better to say in stem and leaf. In stem and leaves, cuticles are present outside of epidermis. Cuticle is present outside of epidermis. Cuticulization is there. And this cuticle is a what basically? Cuticles is what? Waxy coating. And wax, you know, na, it is hydrophobic. So these cuticular waxy coating, it prevent the loss of water. Because stem and leaf are exposed partner. So if this cuticulization is not there, smooth waxy coating is not there above the leaf epidermis and stem epidermis, what you will find? Water loss will occur more. Getting the idea? Is it clear in the mind? So it prevent the loss of water. Another thing, it is important to know, in root, cuticle is absent outside of epidermis. Why cuticle is absent? Because if cuticle is present, how the water absorption occur? Getting the idea or not? How the water absorption occur? It is creating a barrier, na? Water cannot come, na? So to help in which one? Water absorption. In root epidermis is called epiblema. In root epidermis is called epiblema. Getting the idea? Is it clear? Now after the epidermis, I am writing about root hair. Every component I am writing. Root hair. Two things you keep in mind. And that is, one, what is important here is, it is unicellular. I am specifying on unicellular here. So it is unicellular epidermal outgrowth. Epidermal outgrowth. It is appendages, outgrowth of the epidermis. Getting the things or not? What function root hair perform? It increase the surface area for water and mineral absorption. Mineral absorption. Clear? It increase the surface area for water and mineral absorption. Now I am writing stem here. This stem here is also called trichome. This trichome is multicellular. Epidermal outgrowth. Outgrowth. And it may be branch or unbranched. Or unbranched. It is soft also, hard also. You can say like soft or hard. Soft or hard. And function is prevent water loss from stem. Prevent water loss. So who is over? A stem here is also over. Now we are going to deal about which one? A stoma. A stoma is a singular term and its plural term is which one? A stomata. Plural. So don't confuse stoma and stomata. If one, it is a stoma. If it is many, it is a stoma. A stomata. So in leaf, stomata are present. I mean, many stoma are present. Getting the things. So if we just talk about stoma, how many things are there? So in a stoma, it is two guard cell which is surrounding a aperture present. Getting the thing. So these are guard cell. Guard cell. And this is what? The stomatal aperture. Aperture. So these both are guard cell. This one is also guard cell, and you can say like this one is also guard cell. I already label. So if you look at the center of the stoma is this. So you look at the stoma, you will find the wall near the center, means inner wall. So inner wall is thick. Inner wall thick and elastic. How it is possible? Thick is elastic. Usually when wall become thick, it become non-elastic. Outer wall is thin and elastic. It is understandable. Thin and elastic. When thin wall is there, it is elasticity is there. But how this thick wall have elastic? So in inner wall you will find radially arranged. Radially arranged. Who is there? Microfibrils is present. Microfibrils. Do you know the microfibril? It is cellulosic microfibril. Don't confuse with microfilament. That is proteinaceous in nature. Getting the things? Radially arranged microfibrils is there, which provide elasticity. So if you talk about a stoma, many times people even ask a stomata, no problem. I understand it. If they want to ask about one. So in a stoma, who is there? Two guard cell plus aperture plus pore. Pore is what? Aperture. Is called a stoma. So many times many students confuse themselves. Stoma is the pore. A stomata is the pore. No. A stomata is the entire structure. Getting the idea? Or stoma is the entire structure. Two guard cell plus pore is equal to stoma. Clear? It is not only pore. Now, NCERT wrote na, in vicinity of. Vicinity means neighbor. In the neighbor of the epidermal cell. These guard cell. Another epidermal, another specialized epidermal cell is present. In the vicinity of guard cell, what? Another specialized, it is a specialized epidermal cell. And what is the name of this specialized epidermal cell? Subsidiary cell. Subsidiary cell. So you keep in your mind, when we add a stoma plus subsidiary cell, don't make it wrong like a stomata plus subsidiary cell. Many times teacher not wrote a stoma, they wrote a stomata plus subsidiary cell. Is called a stomatal apparatus. A stomatal apparatus. So stomatal aperture is a pore. A stomatal apparatus is what? A stoma along with the subsidiary cell. A specialized epidermal cell is called what? A stomatal apparatus. Now, one important function in the stoma, or you can say the guard cell of the stoma, have what? Chloroplast. Who is present here? Chloroplast is present. Chloroplast is present in guard cell. And these chloroplasts have a role in opening of stomata. Opening of a stomata. So I am writing an important line. Guard cell is the only epidermal cell have stomata. Sorry, have stomata I am saying. Have chloroplast. Sorry. Have chloroplast. In remaining epidermal cell, chloroplast is absent. In a remaining epidermal cell, chloroplast absent. Is it clear? If I draw the diagram of epidermis, you look. It is like this. Here, pore. These two are guard cell. This one is, sorry, these one not. Let me erase. Green one is guard cell here. It is guard cell. And these are what? Subsidiary cell. So both guard cell and subsidiary cell are which cell? Epidermal cell. And it is epidermis. Outermost covering. You got the idea? Understand the idea? So who is over? Epidermal tissue system is over. So remaining ground tissue, vascular tissue, it will take another 5-10 minutes, 10 minutes around. After that, we will deal about the comparative anatomy of root and stem. Okay, ji? Thank you very much. QR code. Okay, once again, thank you for reminding me. Otherwise, I was going. So this is your QR code. Done? Should we discontinue now? Okay, ji. Bye-bye. Have a good day to all of you. Thank you. Thank you very much, children.